Hey guys, it's been so long since I've been doing something about anywhere I went through. This trip was a long time ago, almost about 2 years now, I'm not sure. For me, this farm stay is quite adorable, with some small wooden rooms in the middle of a pine forest with the rustling sound of the wind on the leaves. This place is pretty isolated from the outside, and there were no phone signals or Wi-Fi. It was just nature, time, and mind. I brought my parents, my little girl, and my husband here, hoping that they would be all days together without being distracted by the phone or the internet. Sounds pretty perfect, isn't it? But the fact is, that was not a perfect trip. Well, my mother and I have always been very different in lifestyle and thinking. If I've always been looking for woodwork and enjoying the wilderness white light, then my mom loves a luxurious and a fancy life. Mom and I have always disagreed about such views and lifestyles. I've always expected that my mother would eventually understand the value of nature, and that she would also feel relaxed and comfortable when staying in a wooden house in the middle of a sunny and windy pine forest. Then my mom and I will understand each other better. But I didn't seem to have succeeded in my purpose. What I thought this trip was a connection to nature, then my mom thought that I made her go to a torture place, which was extremely inconvenient. The first day we arrived, it was raining heavily. My mother grimaced and annoyed as she had to walk through dirty roads of the mountains and forest. My father never shares his thoughts. He showed little attitude or said nothing, but seemed to fit in quite quickly. While my mother separated herself, sitting in a corner and holding a phone with no Wi-Fi, not bothering to communicate with anyone. My dad talked to everyone around him, helped them with the barbecue. That image made me feel a little more comforted. On our first day here, my mom and I argued a lot. She said that, why not stay in a luxurious place? What's the point of going to the forest? Then I concluded angrily, Mother, you never understand the value of nature. The world has been concreted too much. And many years later, even though you want to have a forest to travel, there might be no more forests. Because I had expected a lot. I spent time, work, and quite a lot of money to take my parents there, resting and staying close to nature. I thought my parents would feel relaxed and chilled, but it's just disappointing. By the next day, the wind was gone and the sun became brighter. Everything seemed to be purified. The pine forest appeared much more alluring. My dad went fishing and my mom went to the farm to pick some vegetables.
Bà nhặt rau cho xào cho em ăn nhé. Không á? Em ăn thì ăn cái gì? Em có ăn rau không? Không á? Thì ăn trước. Ăn rau mới lớn được chứ. Cái rau để hộp đó. Còn mua su su. Đâu su su rồi.
The husband washed the dishes. I took my daughter to the vegetable garden to explore and play with her. In fact, all I wanted was that feeling, a sense of peace, being with loved ones, and with no interference from the internet and from phones. It's all about the moments of experience together.
Không ăn.
Mời tất cả mọi người ăn cơm nhá.
Này bố mẹ ăn cơm. Mời vợ ăn cơm.
The disagreement with my mother really affected my mood on this trip. But when the trip was over, I realized, actually, Mom has her own views and interests. The same goes for myself, and neither can I, because I like this, that I force someone to like it just like I do. No one's right, no one's wrong, it's just different thoughts. At the same time, I realized that my feeling of disappointment was not caused by my mother, but by myself holding too many expectations. Expected to change parents' thinking and way of life, expected that this trip would make them happy, and because of expecting too much, I let myself fall into the trap of expectation and then ended up being disappointed. And after all, I've also had my own great memories in this place. Built the color of my daughter's first light memory and to give her something sweet. For example, this video clip. And maybe that's enough for the trip.